Hi there. I'm guessing that you clicked on this video because your double hung windows aren't opening and closing as beautifully as they used to. Well, it could be your balance assembly, and it's something that's easy to fix if you have a little bit of home improvement experience. I'm Theresa. I'm a licensed contractor, a designer, and I've had Simonton windows in my home for almost a decade. Now, the balance assembly is the part of the window that lets your window open and close. You see a little piece of white plastic like this? Well, it's part of your balance assembly. And all you need to do to get a new balance assembly is call Simonton and have a number that is inside your window. And it's up here and in 2 other places. So you have that number, you call Simonton, you get your balance assembly, and then you're ready to replace it. A few things that you'll need. Well, you'll need your new balance assembly, which comes with these 2 plastic blocks, and they're called jam spreaders. They're very important to the success of this mission. Other things you need is a Phillips head screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, a non-marring hammer, but don't worry, you don't have to run out to get one of these. If you have a hammer at home, just cover it with tape. I always say, if I'm using a hammer near glass, I want to be extra super careful. And you'll notice I'm wearing gloves. And the reason is, this spring inside the balance assembly is sharp. And I want to make sure I'm extra careful. So I think we're ready to replace the balance assembly. The first thing, have access to it, and it's inside this track. So you want to take out your sash. In order to do that, lift up your window, squeeze in these latches, which are called tilt latches. Get your sash at a 90-degree angle, lift it up a few inches, tilt it, and there you go, it's out. You want to set this aside on a nice, clean, flat surface. Now you have access to your old balance assembly that we need to take out. The first step to doing that is taking your flathead screwdriver. Now this step, it's like fishing. When you get it on the line, you want to make sure you have a firm grip on your screwdriver because there is a lot of tension that happens in here. Put it inside the balance shoe into the groove and turn it so it's horizontal, and then slowly allow it to go up the track. Now the next step is detaching the whole assembly, and it's attached with this screw. Take your Phillips head screwdriver, unscrew it, there you go. Now, this balance assembly can move freely inside the track. I'm gonna move it up here because I wanna be able to spread this opening up a little bit wider to make it easy to get the old balance assembly out and the new balance assembly in. We take our little jam spreaders. So there are tracks inside, grooves inside here. Then you want to match that up inside the frame. Pointing it down, get inside the groove, and it takes a little bit of muscle to do this. Once you get it started, it's not that hard to do. There you go. You know what? You have to get it down a little further so that I have room to put in its friend. Jam spreader goes up the other side of the track. You get it in there in those grooves. Take that non-marring hammer, tap it up. Here we go. Now I've got a lot of space in there. It's gonna make this so much easier. So first thing is to take out that jam cover on your spring. There you go, that's out. The next thing to come out is that spring and the balance shoe. Set those all aside. And when you're taking it out, if they become detached or anything happens to them, it's okay. We don't need that anymore because we have our new balance assembly. We're gonna put that balance assembly inside the track. So the first thing you wanna do is take off that cover. Feed in the balance shoe first and let the spring follow. You just stick it right in that opening that you spread with those jam spreaders, and it goes right in like that, and it's in there. Take that new cover, put it right on top So before you put in this screw to attach your new balance assembly to your window, you gotta take out these jam spreaders. And in order to do that, you wanna make sure there's good clearance for this spreader to come out this opening. So I'm gonna just tap that lower jam spreader down a little bit more so that balance assembly drops below this area. And then tap the top one down, and then tap that bottom one up. And then now you're ready to put that screw in. It's easy if you try to find the hole for the balance assembly that was already there with your old balance. Take your Phillips head screwdriver, attach that new balance assembly, then let's go fishing again with this flathead screwdriver. Put it in the balance shoe like we did before, and then pull it down. And remember, this is going to have a lot of tension on it. So pull it down, turn it, then it's in place. And we're ready to put in our sash. Same thing as we took it out, at an angle, those pivot bars inside that balance shoe. Rotate it up, make sure it's inside that balance shoe. I like to always check it to make sure it works beautifully. And if you see that this track is clear, there's no balance shoe in there, and your window opens and closes like it first did when you got your windows, you're all done. You just replaced the balance assembly on your Simonton windows. Congratulations. And if you want more information about how to do other fixes on your double hung windows or any other windows, go to Simonton.com.